Welcome to our Greene Acres. I'm Teresa. Today's video, I'm going to show y'all some easy DIY projects that I made out of some scrap wood in a stencil set that I ordered off of Amazon. So I hope y'all enjoy the video today and hope y'all get lots of fall decor inspiration and ideas. Thanks for watching. If you haven't joined my Facebook Home Decor page, I'd love for you to go over and join it at Our Greene Acres Home Decor and DIY Inspirations. Also, go over and follow me on Instagram. Okay, the first line that we're going to make is going to be made out of a piece of scrap wood that we use to make our stairs. And this is 11 by 11.5. And it has like a rounded top, but you could use any square piece of wood. You could also probably use a sign from Dollar Tree. This is a stencil set that I'm going to use throughout this video, and I will leave a link to it below so you can just click on it and it'll take you out to Amazon for it. So I'm just going to make some stain, and I just used some craft paint, and I used real brown, and I put a little bit of water in it and just, watered it down a little bit, and I'm going to stain all of my boards with this one stain. And you can use any color that you want for your bottom layer. You just basically want to use the color that you want. Once you distress it, whatever color you want to come through when you distress is the color that you can use. You can use gray, you can use black, you can go with the brown like I did. So of course you've seen me use this green candle a million times. You put the wax on there and that will help lift the paint when you go to distress it, and you can use a plastic scraper. I'm going to go over this with linen white, and actually all the projects I'm going to do in linen white but one. Okay, now that it's dry, I'm going to take the plastic scraper. This is an educational tip here on the wax, candle wax method. You have to use the plastic scraper right after your paint dries. You don't want your paint to cure. Just as soon as it's dry enough to the touch, you want to take the plastic scraper and it'll distress. Here you can see it's not distressing well because I got interrupted when I was working on this. I think my husband had come home from work, so I kind of put all my stuff up and I wasn't thinking. So anyway, when I went back to my project, my paint had cured too much. So I got the sandpaper and I distressed it with the sandpaper. So like I say, just let your paint dry to the touch, and then you want to take the plastic scraper and it'll work really well. And you'll see in another little project here in just a minute how well it did work. And I'm going to take some pewter gray, and you saw the stencil, I just taped it on. I got it in the center as best I could. I taped it on, and I'm going to use a Dollar Tree stencil brush. And my stencil brush, you won't be seeing it anymore because it kind of fell apart in these projects. So I had to resort to a different one. But I'm going to show you how you can vary the colors of your stencil, just to kind of bring out some different colors for fall. And you can use any colors on your stencil you want. I'm going with more of the neutral colors this year, and I love that kind of like little teal blue and more of the grays. But you could always use your oranges and your browns, whatever colors that fit your home decor and your theme. And I'm kind of mixing up the pumpkins here. I'm using a Dutch aqua, and then that little tan colored one in the middle, that was warm buff. And those are just little craft paints from Walmart. Hope you're enjoying the video so far, and if you are, please hit that like button. It really helps out our channel. We really appreciate it. Okay, the second project is going to be a scrap wood pumpkin. And I'm just going to use another piece of scrap wood. This one is 6.5 by 3.5. And I'm going to do the same method to it. I've stained it and put the candle wax on it. And then I'm going to paint this one again. I'm going to do linen white on it. And also I want to mention before I forget, you know, if y'all watched any of my videos in the past, you know I am not a stencil expert. Basically, when it comes to stenciling, I do the best that I can. So if you see some flaws or bleeds, you know, that's just how I stencil. And like I say, I do the best I can. But I'm basically taking one of the stencils and I'm just using part of it. I just want to go over it with Waverly, and the color is pumpkin. And I'm going to do the 3 pumpkins. And as you can see, I forgot. I went over and did the stems, but I want my stems to be brown. So I took a little Q-tip and I'm going to go back over them now with some brown. Okay, the next one's going to be a harvest sign. And I'm going to leave this one stained as is, just to kind of give you another spin on it so we don't have to paint it. I did distress it a little bit with the sandpaper just to bring out a little bit of the wood grain. And then I'm going to go over it with the harvest stencil. And then I'm just going to add an embellishment to it, and you'll see it in just a few minutes. I'm also going to leave a link down in my description box for another stencil set that I've purchased that I've really enjoyed. And I've used it in previous projects, but it's a pack that has fall, spring, summer, and Christmas. And I've really enjoyed it, and I think it works well. This stencil pack here has a lot of more intricate patterns in it. So, you know, just depending on what your stencil skill set is, you know, like I say, I mess up sometimes with them, but you know, usually you can always go back and and fix a mistake or a bleed. And there it is. And then I'm going to add this little handle, little drawer pull that I have, and I've used it on a previous project, but I'm going to put that on it. And then the next one's going to be one that's going to be a little pumpkin patch. Another little piece of scrap wood I had laying around, and it's a 5 by 3.5, and it's a little bit thinner than the other wood blocks that we've been using. But I'm going to give you a little spin on it. We're going to do it pewter gray. So when we distress, we'll see the gray up under it and make it look kind of chippy looking. And then I'm going to go over it with the Waverly pumpkin. And I love the Waverly pumpkin chalk paint. It's really pretty for the fall. And that's how well the plastic scraper works. So if you catch your paint before it cures, it will distress really well. So again, I'm taking a piece off of another stencil, and I'm just going to do pumpkin patch. And lesson learned again here, I should have put tape over that little line under the pumpkin patch. And as you can see, I'm not paying attention and I'm getting my paint down there. But it was an easy fix, and some of it I left because I kind of like that little distressed white in there, but that was a little easy fix. But if you do this, make sure to put tape over that line down the bottom. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, we'd love for you to. And also, if you know someone that would enjoy this video, please share it with your friends and family. And until the next video, I hope y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching, y'all.